All right, guys, so I just made it out to Baily's Hyperformance. Now it's time to start transferring the Black Ghost from a supercharged car to a turbo car. The Whipple Supercharger is gonna come off. We're gonna put a manifold on it today. Man, I hope this is the right decision. All right, so we got the Black Ghost inside on the 4-post. Now let's go over here and get some of these goodies that we were sent. You know, the thing about Roadkill Nights is it's such a great event, but it wouldn't be possible without partners like Holley and Mickey Thompson. Right here, big shout out to Holley. Holley has been one of my early sponsors, and man, when I tell you, Holley loves their racing, they love their racing. All right, guys, so we're getting ready to take everything apart, and let's see what we got. So what's the plan of action of attack?
We start by pulling all the nitrous stuff off, draining the coolant out of the blower, capping all the fuel lines and everything off. So
from the air motive?
Yeah, until we decide on what we're doing with that. From there, we'll pull the belt and start pulling the blower off.
What you do?
Hit the bone, it's not funny.
Damn, man! The ghost ain't playing with you. He said, get back. You trying to pull a tooth out the ghost.
Wire floating.
Boy, don't you do that.
Oh. That parachute on the floor.
Don't you do that. Oh, now, here we go. Watch out there now.
Mark's stuck in the middle of two dudes again.
Watch out. Wait a minute, Mark. Stop. Chris, come on, man. Chris, come on, Mark. You don't have to take that, Mark.
I can get this. He walks off.
Yeah, then he walk off. He say something slick and walk off.
Walk off, that's it. Every time. You got it?
Dino the water. Show me James' book. Loving your wife better.
Yeah.
How did you?
He goes in and he warms up his lunch as she packed, and he reads.
And he read this book.
A few paragraphs out of that chapter.
All right, y'all. I'm here with Leo. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna do the lid, how far back it's gonna come. So here's a car that has a lid, but no, it's nowhere near what ours is doing, Leo. Yes. This is small. Ours is at least 6 inches higher, yeah.
Yeah, so you're up so much higher.
Yeah,
that as it
starts
to come in, it's gonna.
Yeah, that other brick I have is a lot bigger. It's an 1,800 horsepower brick. What? What you mean? What I'm gonna do with it? I gotta send it back, man. They rebuilding the space shuttle. They need it back. Yeah, that's what they come off of. What you think, Leo? Man, look at the back of that. It's nowhere near the clear. It's gonna clear that from the back.
And it's 3 inches taller than.
It is.
To the top of the brick.
Yeah. So we didn't use the same fuel rails?
No, they won't bolt up.
They won't bolt up, huh? All right, man, so everybody keep asking me, Demonology, why you going turbo, man? What do you think about turbo horsepower?
It's free horsepower. It's more efficient. You're using spent exhaust gas, you might as well use it.
Now, the turbos that I'm using, have you ever heard of this gentleman by the name of Harry
Ruska? Yeah, he was one of the innovators back in the day. I want to think he went like 650s 20 years ago. He
actually designed Precision Turbos.
Yeah, he owned that company.
And he sold that company. According to Harry, it's a lot left that he can do with turbos that a lot of people just don't know about it like Harry knows. So, HPT, come on, man, I got to go with the innovators, man. I can't go with the impersonators.
Yeah, if he's coming back, he's coming back for a reason.
Yeah, he's coming back with a vengeance. Yeah. What you think, Chris?
That's a big sum.
That's what she said. So this is definitely a different look. Look at that. Thick, boy, you ain't never been that thick, Chris.
And that looks like it might hurt a little bit of feelings.
Man, I think it's gonna hurt a whole lot of feelings.
We've already gone through all the slow people, and now we gotta go to the fast people and hurt their feelings.
Look at this. Chris, so you went to turbos not too long ago with your Demon, right? Yep. So what's your thought, turbos versus supercharger?
I love it.
You love it?
It's gonna be good. I think you're gonna like it. We can shave a whole bunch of weight off of it now.
Oh yeah, you think the turbo setup is gonna take a lot of weight?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna you'll have weight off of it, and then you won't have the energy it takes to turn the blower.
Oh yeah,
power.
So we're taking that free exhaust power and putting it to work.
So we removed the blower off of it, teamed up with Holley, got their manifold on here, but we did the big boy 1,800 horsepower cooling brick. Once we get everything piped in and done, then we'll start running our water lines to and from and be able to get a bunch of ice cold water to that.
To cool it off. Hey man, Holley makes this transition easy.
Yeah, you were already on Holley,
Yeah.
right? So things that we need to add are going to be some EGT sensors, which they've got, dual channel boost controller, super easy to convert a Holley from a blower setup to a turbo setup. I think it's like one other sensor, pressure sensor that we need for boost. And that's it.
Nice.
We're rocking.
Chris, what have we done to change up the Ghost?
Oh man, what have we not done is a shorter list of things. But we're getting rid of the blower and we're going turbos, baby.
Hey man, we getting ready to go tits, which not what you think it is. That stands for Taylor's Insane Turbo Systems. Chris, you had to take the Whipple Supercharger off.
Yep, took it off.
And you also had to take the headers off. Where are the headers? Go show me the headers.
These old girls, they put in a lot of work. They're in retirement now. Now we're gonna be running tits manifolds.
Tits manifolds.
Not what you think, but it is some tits.
He has to build his own custom headers that's gonna come up and
Yeah.
take the exhaust, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna mount the turbos off to the side right here.
Man, I don't know, man.
Like, right on the wide body side.
Hey man, that's all for Taylor, man. I just told him I want him to be big and beautiful.
We got some hips and some tits.
Hey man, don't be talking about my no prep experimental racing. Hey, that's what I be getting them with these big hips. Boy, that girl is thick.
Girl, you're thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
It's gonna get all the cool stuff. We're gonna make these changes. Holley came on board with a bunch of stuff. We got the Holley ECU, all those changes.
Holley is number one. Look, man, if you want to win, you need to get with Holley. look, let's stop playing around. Look at that.
We're excited.
All right, so we got to take the hood off. Chris is gonna come back in and refab this whole hood all over again because this is a new setup. All right, y'all, we all loaded up. We got the intake on, so now we got to get down, got to make it down to Louisiana to Taylor's Insane Turbo Systems. So we can get these turbos put on, get back, get it to Dwayne Biddle, back to Chris so they can finish tighten it all up. All right, guys, just made it to Louisiana to Taylor's Insane Turbo Systems. Oh man, who you got there, Taylor? You got a tiger in there? Roscoe. Good Lord, watch out there, Roscoe. What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
How are you?
It's good to see you.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be here amongst turbo greatness. Let me show you what I got here. I'm gonna give you all creative control.
I just need to know how streetable you want to keep it.
No streetable.
No AC.
No AC. I mean, it will have a radiator in it so I can pull back and forth to the pits. Other than that, man, I'm gonna let you work your magic, you know? I ain't worked that hard in a long time. Hey, y'all see baby boy that showed up after all the hard work is done.
Yeah.
With some food.
Want some?
You know I want some.
You took your pills this morning?
Boy, if you don't stop.
Hopefully you're gonna be fast this time because you're in the house of fast shit. It's all fast shit over here. So that stuff you've been doing.
What you doing here?
I'm fast.
What does this say? What does this say?
It says Leon shop.
Man, somebody did that with some crayons. You probably bribed one of them little kids to write that on there. How much you pay them? Hey, let's talk about your idea. So Taylor, what's your thought on fuel system? Because Aeromotive sponsors me for the Roadkill Night event.
To make it a more simple system, instead of adding the pulley and the cable and the pump, or just having the pump down there and extra lines, what we've done in the past is done a small fuel cell. Aeromotive has this billet. It's an in-tank, 10 gallon per minute brushless pump. We've been 7.1s and a quarter with a stick shift car, Sean Madden's car. You don't have to. It has a filter built on the bottom, so it's not going to have a pre-filter that you have to plumb in. It's not going to have a line from the tank to the filter, from the filter to the pump. So you're cutting out on lines and leaks and that type of hazard. And it makes the fuel system super simple.
Hey man, get out of there. You ain't supposed to be looking in there. You ain't never seen nothing like that before. That's like you looking at the space shuttle. You don't even know what's going on in there.
Make yourself useful. Help me get this turbo out this box.
Put it up there, man.
Oh, it's good.
Hey Taylor, what is this thing right here?
Speed sensor.
So that's a speed sensor. Okay.
Keeps you from. You've seen the ones with the blankets over them. It's so when the compressor wheel explodes, it doesn't come out the side and hurt somebody. Then if you've ever seen the turbos that have the bolts going through here, just keep this wheel from going out the exhaust.
HPT. If you want to get fast like me, Leon, you need to get HPT.
We might make that switch. Roscoe, you see this? This is slow car. Slow car.
Roscoe say, yeah, that's a lie. This finna gap you.
You might have a chance, actually. You might have a chance because Taylor helping you.
Man. I want the exhaust to come in and out as quick as possible because this is not a street car. It will not be on the street. Whatever Taylor wants to do to it to make it go fast with the little stuff we have. It's not tube chassis or nothing like that. So it's still a heavy race car. I'm gonna do what I do, race chumps like you. And put you in the dirt. That's what I'm doing. Matter of fact, didn't I race you? How did that?
We raced?
Yeah. You didn't even realize
I don't think we raced. Maybe with a dream or something.
But it was a nightmare. I came in like Freddy Krueger on his ass, y'all.
First round. As soon as you get this car done, you get it tuned. Me and you go out and track the first pass.
Let's do it.
Okay.
For a methanol twin turbo deal.
Ooh.
So after we weld the, however, straight on or turn down a little bit, however we end up doing the. I'm glad that they sent these flanges. A lot of the turbo manufacturers have flanges that are proprietary to them. You have to do a lot of measuring, and there's not like when you go to order the flange, there's not, oh, this for this part number turbo. It's a lot of guessing. You don't really know if you're ever going to get the right flange when it's a V-band turbine inlet. It's very cool that they sent these without the guesswork.
Is this how you? What is this for?
Get your hand away from that boy.
Hey man, stop, Paul.
Don't worry about what that is, man.
I know it's like, is that an oil field?
Don't worry about you asking too many questions, Leon.
You got an
Back up.
Cap on his intake. Hey, look, I bet you I can drive this car fast. I bet you I
Boy,
can go faster than you.
hush. You might be lighter, but you ain't gonna be faster. There's too much power for you, Leon. Look at your, you got a solid.
Yeah, I started a gym membership.
God dang.
I start Monday.
You must be working out.
Man, I work out all the time. What they say? I know whoop your ass. I know whoop your ass. I don't know jiu-jitsu.
When and if the hood gets put on, so what looks good sometimes is if like part of the turbo is sticking up, and so, which we're still gonna be limited to. You see how he's got two arms on his and I got.
Yeah, I see.
I can
Oh, he said he started working out.
I didn't want to just drop the turbo, man. I didn't want to drop it.
Yeah, okay, thank you, my brother.
So,
Turbos is beautiful.
You gonna turn more this way?
I like the angle.
Ooh. Ooh, Leon, look at your massive biceps
you
right
see
there.
that, man? You see that?
God, dog, you don't need to work out.
Man, don't scare the viewers, man.
Taylor, where's it gonna flame out at?
Trying to figure out what's going to be best, especially for, you got to take into consideration the driver's view.
Oh man, I'm good. I see through all of it. I got the eagle eye block.
Yeah, we could come like this and then come out.
All right, guys, I just made it back to Taylor's insane turbo systems to drop off some parts. And this is from Stainless Bros, guys. Titanium Innovations. So this is the box that Taylor has been waiting on so he can start building turbo piping for the turbo system. There's the Black Ghost. Hey, here's Taylor's fast car. Oh man, look at that, the stuff from Tycon, from Stainless Bros. What's up, brother? Hey man, what you working on?
Just a little downpipe for this black car right here. This is going to be the exiting exhaust.
Okay.
So I know you supercharger guys don't know how.
No, I don't know. All this is new to me, Taylor.
So your headers get put on backwards. And then basically the exhaust spins the turbo, and then the wasted exhaust just goes out. You know, we got some ideas that go in or we can go out or go up.
Hey man, I'll let you be the artist with that. So is this what you call the hot side or the cold side?
Import guys call hot side out of the turbo before the intercooler.
All right.
Domestic guys call the hot side between the, you got the header, then the hot side, then the turbo. And then we call from the turbo to the intake, the charge pipe.
So what you want me to call it? So what side is this, Taylor?
This is the cold side.
This the cold side, and that's the hot side. See, that's what I would think because cold air is coming in, hot air is going out.
Right. So,
nice.
And it's not going to have, you know, Import definition is not going to have a cold side because it's going to be a methanol car later on, so it's all going to be hot side if it's in that terminology. But we're going to call it cold side or a charge pipe. I still got to plumb the wastegate in, and then the wastegate exhaust will be we call it a dump tube.
Well, you know, I know a lot of guys say you want to get the exhaust out as soon as possible instead of this long, intricate design and going all over the place.
Right.
So what is that about? Is
Getting the exhaust out as fast as you can is real big about supercharged and naturally aspirated nitrous guys.
okay.
The turbo is a little bit different because you need back pressure to spool the turbo.
Oh.
The back pressure and the heat in the pipes and everything gets the turbo spooled up fast. So
So turbos like heat.
Correct. So cold exhaust won't spool the turbo as fast as hot exhaust. But you say you hot lapped it, it's gonna go faster the second time.
Man, so this is so you got the headers on this side already done, huh?
Almost. It's mocked up.
Okay.
It has 3 primaries done, and I just trying to get enough done to where I can kind of map it out. Because if you build too much too fast without mapping out the whole project, you might run into something later on.
Nice. Now, is the bigger the wastegate, the better?
Not technically. You can kind of over wastegate because if you have too much wastegate, what I've found is you're going to have a hard time limiting low boost, or just because the smallest amount this valve can open, sometimes you'll have a dip in back pressure and resulting in a little drop in boost.
So what do you think going from a 50 to a 60?
I think this is gonna be fine. But also, if you ever start going up in cubic inch and stuff like this, you always have room to grow for.
What else we got? So we got 2 of those.
Blow-off valve here, got another blow-off valve there. So the blow-off valve is pressure between the turbo and the throttle body blade. When you close the throttle body, the turbo and all the pressure in there is still there. When the motor goes from positive to negative, it sucks this diaphragm open, and all your boost is evacuated out of these grooves around the side.
Nice.
And so what that does, it helps maintain the life of your turbo. That your wheel's spinning real fast on your turbo, and then that air stops, it can jar the turbo and break the input shaft on the turbo. And a lot of different manufacturers make these style clamps.
Okay.
And basically what it is, it's a V-band style connection. So on the V-band, you'll have, grab a V-band. It's like a leak-free type connection, but it's rigid. There's no movement in it. And so these allow play and movement. Helps the turbo kit the chassis is going to twist and tweak, and everything's hard mounted. Something's got to give and something's going to break. These help. You see, like there's a gap in here now,
Yep.
and then they can be tight. It helps with vibrations and movement. This clamp holds this sleeve on, and under this sleeve you got 2 O-rings.
Oh, nice.
This basically allows you to have that much movement and still be sealed off. So we're going to weld this direct to the throttle body like this, and it's going to give us that same deal, that same flexibility, so it's not just straight rigid. Nothing breaks. So with these HD style clamps, a lot of people call them Wiggins, but this is how much flexibility you have, and it still will be a sealed up connection.
So how you gonna do this side, Taylor?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do this side right here like this. I'm gonna cut this section out, cut this off, weld another 3-inch Granatelli HD clamp to it. We'll turn it, come right in here. And then we just have another one come this way, tie into that turbo once it's mounted. How's my hair look?
Beautiful, brother. Your hair look better than my hair, Taylor.
We took half of these Granatelli flanges and we hacked off these super nice brand new HPT turbos, cut the slip coupler off of it, cleaned it up, welded the flange on. If you look at it, it doesn't look like it's welded on, but there you go, check it out. It's got a lot of meat material in there. About to put this one back on to the turbocharger and kind kind of see the angle we got to get to the.
So you'll put the Granatelli clamps on it. Where's the Granatelli?
Yeah, so the Granatelli clamp is going to go like this with the sleeve.
Nice.
Right.
And then the clamp.
And then,
Granatelli.
yeah. Oh, my table's in the way. All you got to do is throw the pin in it. You know, once the O-rings are put on it.
Right. It'll maintain.
Yep. What I'm thinking right there, and cut this into the right degree bend. That's about the look we're going for right there.
Okay. Now where's the titanium at on here?
This is all titanium.
Okay.
This is all titanium. Feel that.
Oh, Lord. This is titanium too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's light.
From the head to the turbo, stainless. All the wasted exhaust, titanium, and then from the turbo to the intake, aluminum. All we have left is to finish, right? So, and to do that, we have to do a little more welding on this header and up to the turbocharger, add the wastegate in the dump tube. We got to finish the welding this out, figure out where we're going to put the O2 sensor. Before I get super far off and finishing, the header's not finished, the downpipe's not finished, the charge pipe's not finished, but it's all starting and getting there. So we're gonna do the other side next and make sure everything kind of looks good. We're trying to get everything aesthetically pleasing before it's just a finished, final welded product.
I'm excited. I want to run this car with the exhaust flaming up. Pop, 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 pop. Woo, that let me know I'm ready to snatch some souls, baby.
We're gonna get the wastegate plumbed in to this up pipe right here that goes from the header to the turbo.
Man, turbos are interesting. You can bring in power and take out power at a lot of different places.
Yeah.
Unlike the supercharger, it's all or nothing.
All or nothing.
You can't regulate it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting more excited about it. I'm nervous because I've never driven a turbo car, but now I'm getting more excited about racing. Wow! Taylor, hey puppy! I see you all fixed up today too. Taylor groomed himself like I do, the easy mode. Here we go, the great reveal. What a beast. Man, it still looked, to me, it looked like it's mirrored if you really don't, you know. Taylor, man, you did a beautiful job with this, dude. Golly. What was the hardest part for you? And I know for you this is not hard because you make this thing look easy.
The hardest part was knowing I was working on the car.
It's a little different from the Chevy. It's not a lot of room, is it?
Not a lot of room. When you think of how big the car is, you're going to have all this room, but the motor's so wide, it's actually kind of tight. The headers were actually the hardest part.
Hey man, them Hemi heads, man, they wide. Woo! 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 Man, this is so shiny.
Now, some people will take a torch and heat it up, do prematurely basically, and turn it the color they want or anodize it or stuff like that. But I like to leave it raw and natural and let heat of the engine do all the work for changing the colors. This side is actually completely done. It's got the EGT sensors in it and everything. I gotta pull this header back out to do the EGT sensors.
Okay.
But it'll take 5 more minutes to pull out and do. But
I finally got Alyssa here from HPT and HPL. Oh, she's a real baddie. Look at her from the front. She really baddie from the front.
Ooh, those turbos look good.
Yeah, unfortunately, most people won't see this part of the car during the race. You guys have a little better warranty though.
2 years, no questions asked.
It's 2 years, no questions.
Yeah, no questions asked.
It's like Harry said, I mean, you suck something up into the housing or whatever, and there's some catastrophe. He's probably not going to be happy about it. But
Well, that warranty is for everything except for this guy right here. No, bro.
We're the warranty tester.
There you go.
I mean, it's an insane deal.
Insane.
Just made it to Baily's Hyperformance. So guys, as you can see, we're getting this car ready for roadkill night. This car will be shipping out, so we really don't have long. So we got to get this car up and running. After this, I'm going to take it over to Earl's. Earl is going to get the wiring in with the Holley Dominator system. Then we got to get it to the track, make some passes on it, make sure the converter is right, and then we'll go from there. Made it out to Biddle Motorsports, where we're gonna get it tuned up. So I don't know if this is the first turbo Dodge Dwayne is tuned, but Dwayne is the man when it comes to turbos. So we just did our first spool. Is it something to this quick spool technology, or is it a
Something, because this thing spooled up way quicker than I thought.
what did we do, Dwayne? 1228, and we were not trying to do 1228 on the first pull. Amazing, man. This HPT with this quick spool technology. Harry, you on to something, brother. So here we go for the next pull. 5 pounds of boost. How did she do with 5 pounds, Dwayne?
So it made actually 10 pounds, but that's on 10 pounds it made almost, what, 950?
So 10 pounds, 950. Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad at all, is it? So what do you think, Dwayne?
That's good. That's 15 pounds what we made. Actually, 14 pounds what it made. 1165.
Made 1165 with 14 pounds of boost?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, I noticed some smoke coming out over here on that side. You think he ain't got that header on there good? Wow, Dwayne, that build boosts really fast.
Yes, sir. Like 2.5 seconds.
So is that because of the dump valve, or is that just because of the turbos?
Probably a little bit of both. Good turbos, dump valve helps. And some guy that tuned it did a good job.
We know that's right. Biddle Motorsports, baby. Hey, he not only tunes Holley, he also tunes Fuel Tech, but he's the turbo man. Tune more than turbo cars too, though, right?
Yeah, we tune anything that has a Holley on it. We also do GM and East Factory ECUs, but 2008 and newer. You can reach us at Facebook, Biddle Motorsports, Dwayne Biddle, Dwayne at BiddleMotorsports.com. We have Instagram. So we put a 3-step in it. So basically,
not a 2-step, a 3-step.
Yeah. So what the 3-step does is the 3-step is going to allow us to target the boost. It's going to shoot, like say we have a 3,500 RPM launch target RPM. We're going to raise that 500. So when it gets to 5 pounds of boost, it's going to drop back down to our 3,500. But before that, it's going to be around 4,000 or 4,200 to help it.
So it'll shoot up to get its spool.
Get the turbo spooling up, and it's going to drop it down to the launch RPM that we want to leave at. Basically, it's just to get the turbos to light up quicker. So you're not sitting there trying to spool up, say at 3,500, we're at 4,200, they're gonna light up a lot quicker. So
now is that what you have on Salty Cracker?
Definitely.
That's a fast car. That's called too fast. How many pounds of boost you think we need to run for these jokers at roadkill night?
We can't tell them that.
We can't tell them that. That's the
secret. They're gonna catch the smoke.
Yeah, that's the secret. Hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. and also click the bell. Check out the videos up at the top, and if you get a chance, check out our merch store. Peace.